First blush, and again, it very much is first blush.
I'm putting you on the spot.
No, it's okay.
We
are all getting this in real time,
and I think we have some more copies coming to the desk right now, too.
I think people who are at home are probably getting ready to read through this as well. This is John Eastman here. You see him on your screen right now. He is named as one of the defendants in this criminal indictment handed up by the Fulton County Grand Jury. John Eastman sent memos to the Trump campaign outlining a plan where Mike Pence, the vice president at the time, could refuse to count some of Biden's 2020 Electoral College votes. Also, during a Georgia State Senate hearing on in December of 2020, Eastman told lawmakers that they had the duty to replace the state's slate of Democratic electors, citing widespread voter fraud that was later debunked by Georgia Secretary of State's Elections Board investigation and others. And finally, we should note John Eastman is a former law clerk of Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas.
Another person that is listed in this indictment is attorney JENNA ELLIS. She was among the Trump allies who testified in the Georgia Senate about voter fraud. In December of 2020, Fulton County prosecutors say Ellis continued to push claims of voter fraud even after state officials debunked them.
When I think about JENNA ELLIS, I really think about Vice President Mike Pence, and she was the one who wanted him to ignore the Electoral College, and that certainly had played in the events of that first week of January, that all of this was certainly a part of it. But JENNA ELLIS certainly is part of this.
The next person that we want to talk about here that's listed in it is Trump's former former mayor of New York, Rudy Giuliani. In 2018, he became Trump's personal attorney and then a key lawyer for the campaign after the 2020 election. Giuliani fueled the flames of rumors that there was election fraud in Georgia. He was also behind this presentation to the Georgia Senate claiming that there was ballot stuffing in State Farm Arena. That's right here. He testified before the Georgia Senate panel in December of 2020 that has become a central part of both local and federal investigations.
And we had an interview with him tonight where he was on the streets of New York, where he was asked about the impending indictments in which he faced. He said these are all political and dynamic, that you have a man in Donald Trump who is the GOP leader at this point and in all probability will be the nominee, at least according to Mr. Giuliani, and said that this is all political and dynamic and in nature. Mark Meadows, the former Trump chief of staff, also mentioned on this. He was also on the line for the infamous Raffensperger phone call and stuck alongside the president in the aftermath of the 2020 election. Prosecutors say that there were emails and meetings and a surprise visit to Georgia made for the benefit of his boss. Before joining President Trump in the White House, Mr. Meadows was a congressman from North Carolina.